Hi, I'm Captain Steve, and today we're going to take a look at a very cool iteration of a lobster boat converted into a recreational boat. Call it a gentleman's lobster boat. It's the 248 Islander from Eastern Boatworks. I'm going to do a full features inspection and performance evaluation. First of all, lobster boat. Typical lobster boat out of Maine has the cabin forward, open cockpit in back, and it's designed to be a workboat, much like this one is right here. You can see there's no frills going on. We don't have ultra leather all over the place. It's an easy boat to hose down and wipe down, just like a workboat should be. But let's look at the recreational aspects of it, and that's got to start right here in the cockpit, where we've got an outstanding social zone, 2 sets of seats all facing each other for a nice conversational atmosphere. We've got a table that can go right in the middle on a pedestal. Makes an outstanding area for having snacks or even a meal. This is a boat that will sleep 2, feed 4, and drink 6. On a lobster boat, you would have storage in the middle of the deck here for the lobsters. Here, it's just open storage for fenders, lines, what have you. There's a swim platform just behind this nearly full beam. A bracket in the middle will support the 150 horsepower engine. Give you an idea of just how much space we've got here. There's 5 feet 10 inches between the 2 cap rails. They come up 25 inches. How's that for a safety factor? This seat, 5 feet 3 inches. That one, 5 feet 2 inches. And right away, I'm seeing ease of use of a functional workboat. For example, battery switch right out in the open where it belongs. There's no need to hide that. Fuel filter, easily serviceable right alongside. And a raw water washdown right over to the side. Additional storage, and the 2 batteries are right under the bench seat. And since we're going to be entertaining, there's a bit of a galley up with a single basin stainless steel sink, open counter space for food prep. I like the teak fiddles to hold everything in place. Refrigeration is just below. And notice right alongside, we've got a breaker panel for the 120 volt system. This is going to be powering your outlets, your battery charger, and the optional reverse cycle air conditioning. Just ahead, there's an observer seat, bench style, 33 inches wide. There's storage accessed from the front, and to the side, a trash receptacle. Just ahead is a flip-down footrest. Ventilation is outstanding in this cabin area. You've got 2 opening side windows and 2 opening windshields, and notice that they open to the horizontal, not just a little ways where that frame ends up right in your line of sight and drives you nuts. Of course, we can put an isinglass panel at the aft end of this cabin, and then we can close off all the windows and climate control this whole area, again, with a reverse cycle heat and air conditioner. The helm is over to the starboard side, and it highlights the basic functionality of the 248 Islander. We've got a compass in line with the helm. It's a 9-inch Garmin display. Trim tabs over on the side, optional windlass. 12-volt switches are just below and also on the side of the panel. There are 2 analog gauges, one for RPM and one for fuel. Optional bow thruster. Shift is not quite on the horizontal, but it's comfortable to push forward and aft. You're not lifting up on it like it would be if it was mounted vertically. We've got windshield wiper controls, horn, ignition, behind the wheel, so it's out of the knee strike zone. The wheel is mounted to a fixed base, and I like that there's a steering knob to the stainless steel wheel. Down below that, you've got a footrest. Up above, you've got a VHF, and notice the teak trim going around the cabin area. A couple of latches in the front will make this a dream for your electronics installer, as it all rocks forward to give you easy access. And now you can notice also that we have connectivity right in the front. The captain's got a bucket seat that swivels, slides. It's on an 18-inch platform for better visibility, and of course we can also swing it around to join the crowd just behind. But I have to say my favorite feature of this helm has to be this opening side window. Instead of opening from the front, it opens from the back, so you can just put your arm out and enjoy the ride. The 248 Islander is a very capable overnighter. Let's take a look at the cabin, which is accessed from a centerline companionway. As overnighters go, there's a lot of comfort going on here. There's 4 feet 9 inches of overhead clearance, which gives us 3 feet 1 inch of sitting headroom. We can put a filler cushion in the middle here, and that creates a bed that's 7 feet long. There's a porta potty that can be converted into a pump out, and there's storage over onto the port side. That's deep storage, and right up on top, there's open space that's surrounded by teak fiddles, so we can use that as a storage area. Ventilation, well, we've got an opening hatch up above, 1, 2, 3, 4 opening port lights. Interesting to note that the fit and finish continues down here. We've got nice teak accents going around the cabin, but we still have the utilitarian aspect where everything can just be wiped down easily enough. We access the bow through conveniently located grab handles both to the side of the cabin and across the overhead. Side decks are 12 inches wide. That's something we usually see on a much larger boat. Rails topping out at 20 inches high, and then fully forward, we've got a Lumar windlass with 8-inch cleats to both sides. The standard engine for the 248 Islander is a single 150 horsepower outboard, and that's what was on our test boat. Options run up to 200 horsepower, all from either Honda, Mercury, Suzuki, or Yamaha. All are mounted on a bracket for unobstructed access to the stern. With the 150 Yamaha, the 248 Islander reached a top speed of 40 miles per hour, while her most efficient cruise speed was found to be at 3,500 RPM and 17.5 miles per hour. My testing showed that anywhere from 3,000 RPM and 12.5 miles per hour up to 5,000 RPM and 32 miles per hour produced a range efficiency around 253 to 254 miles and 3 to 3.2 miles per gallon. That's all thanks to the wonderfully designed hull that performs so well under these varying speeds and her 90-gallon fuel capacity. Moreover, the Islander's tight construction and insulated pilot house keep engine and hull noise to a minimum even at higher speeds. The 248 is really a nice handling boat, and it's a fun boat to drive, but you have to remember, this is a boat that's made for cruising, not for speed. If you push it at its max 30, 31, I mean, you can do that, but the question becomes why? That's not what she's made to do. It's more 20, 21, 22 miles an hour where you're enjoying everything around you. It's about the journey, not the destination. And that's when the boat is most comfortable, especially if you get a few waves going on. Let it take those waves and part them and go through them, not hit them at high speed. That's the way to drive this boat. This is highlighted even more by the fact that she comes on plane at such a low speed, like 10 miles an hour, 12 miles an hour, she's on plane. So that has a lot to do with how well this boat handles. Once you get up on plane, give it about 3 seconds, maybe a little bit less of up trim. There's no trim gauge, so go about 3 seconds, and then you can feel it get into its optimum performance attitude, especially again at like 20, 21, 22 miles an hour, and she just cruises along happy as a clam at high tide. For a cruising couple looking to spend an overnight on a boat while doing some entertaining, the 248 Islander has all the ingredients you're looking for. It's also got effective ease of ownership and ease of purchase thanks to the lack of dealer network with Eastern Boatworks. You deal directly with the factory, and that makes you part of the Eastern Boatworks family. And that's my full features inspection and performance evaluation of the 248 Islander from Eastern Boatworks. I'm Captain Steve, and I will see you on the water.